there was one time where I want to say it was 2008. We had put in a bunch of line, and I was coming back up behind the crew, and we were building this huge indirect piece on the Klamath, and it was in this old fire from '87, and we were on this ridge with a bunch of other crews, and we were just stripping this ridge, and the crew had started off ahead of me, and they were up working, and I had kind of walked up behind them, and there was a couple old fallers, and they were knocking trees down. And the guy's like, "Hey, was your crew in here?" He kind of screams at me, and I'm just like, "What? What are you talking about?" And I went over, and there was probably a 50-foot broke off snag, and we had been working in that area, and well, there have been a couple of crews working in that area, and I walked over, and I like, "Yeah, what's up? What's going on?" And they're like, "Did you guys do this?" And I'm like, "What's that?" And I looked, and there was a tree, that tree that we were standing next to, and someone got their bar stuck in the tree. And what they did is they took the pie cut, they took the face cut out of that they had cut out, and stuck it back in the tree, and lodged and got the bar out, but left the chain in the tree. The other interesting thing was that they had taken another saw and cut the wedges off the back and didn't flag it or anything. So there's these wedges that are cut off, the face cut of the trees put back in, and then they didn't flag it or anything and didn't tell anybody. So I went up the hill like seeing red, and went to the first squad leader I found, and read her the riot act, and she's just like, what are you talking about? Like, that was blah, blah, blah crew, we were over here. This is, we didn't do any of that. So I stopped what we were doing. I talked to all the Sawyers, kind of, talked to them. And they're like, "No, we wouldn't have done anything like that." And what was rough was I knew they didn't do that. And it was one of those I don't know, you want to call it like a leadership moment for me. It was one of those things that I reacted in the exactly wrong way, like accusing the folks that I had trained to do something completely crazy like that, And I really felt bad, and I pulled them all together, and basically apologized to them for, overreacting and not getting the story straight before I did that. I think I learned a pretty valuable lesson. But yeah, that was one of the crazier things I've ever seen on a fire. That was pretty bad.